Today on Inside Carlton, we catch up with one of the Blues up-and-comers, Luke Mitchell, who CFC TV has discovered is not only big in stature, but also personality.
Squid, he's ready.
Comes down to a battle of wits today. Really comes down to a battle of wits. I've been sitting at breakfast all morning thinking about it. Got me driving shoes on. I'm ready to go, boys! Get around them!
Luke, you're one of the more extroverted guys around the club. Is everyone else just quite shy? Are you really that loud?
Yeah, I suppose just growing up, I've got 4 brothers, so trying to get some attention off them, and mum and dad, I've always had to sort of speak up and go a bit louder than everyone else, and I think that's just sort of carried over into footy now.
So you had a tough initiation into AFL life. You obviously had a number of shoulder complaints you had to overcome. Was there ever a point where you seriously contemplated that the shoulder injuries might get the better of you?
It got tough, but there's just so many good people around the club that you just talk to them, and a lot of people have been through a lot worse stuff than a shoulder injury playing footy. Like, I think I spent probably overnight in hospital, whereas there's a lot more people out there that are spending months and weeks in hospital, so it's not so bad after all.
Who in particular helped you stay positive throughout that time?
Yeah, well, Walks has had a lot of trouble, so I spoke to him and we still speak, and I know we've just got a little bond now over our shoulder injuries and what we've gone through. So yeah, Walks has been a big person that I spoke to sort of deal with it and get over things, and he's been really good.
So debut game, round 23 against St Kilda, you managed to kick your first goal.
Yeah.
Talk us through that moment.
Yeah, I don't know, I remember it really well. It was sort of like scuffling around, and Juddy picked it up and then just sort of kicked it out. And and it set up really well, and I was just got the nerves got the best of me, and I just fumbled the mark, and I don't know, I just turned around and grabbed the ball and kicked it, and then watched it go through, and it was really exciting.
Had quite a celebration too.
Yeah, I was pretty excited. Yeah, so it was it was a good time. I think sort of after everything had happened, it was the moment that that it felt, I felt that I got over everything, and everything was starting to sort of get back to normal, so it was pretty exciting.
So now you've got that first taste of senior footy. Is that the motivation for slogging it out on the training track throughout the pre-season?
Like I said before, you sort of get that taste of what it feels like, and it certainly feels pretty good when you run out there and sort of the crowd's full, instead of you going to VFL where it always seems to be cold and miserable, and not too many people in the crowd. It just seems like that's what we're here for, and that's why we're here to play. So in the pre-season, that's when you're doing all the running and all the weights and all the extra stuff that you have to go through. Now I've got that taste, I know what it feels like, and I know what I have to work on, and it's sort of the driving forces behind everything.
Your peers have chosen you as captain of the development group. Tell us about this role.
Yeah, being selected the captain of that team, it just means that from the information that we talk about, I'll then go and take it to the leadership group and sit in a lot of the leadership group meetings, and any problems that the younger guys might have with something, I'll just tell the older guys that this guy might need a little bit of help. He's finding it hard this week, and the older guys will just go and just help him out around the club. Might take him out for dinner, might go around, invite him over, something that would just make him feel a little bit more comfortable about being around the place.
Not long to go into an NAB Cup start. Have you got any goals that you specifically want to achieve in 2013?
Well, still, it's sort of, I only really got maybe 11 or 12 games out last year and missed the first half of the season, so the biggest part of that would be I want to play every game where if it's in VFL or AFL, every weekend I want to be playing a game of footy. So that's my biggest goal for this year. And yeah, if I happen to find a little bit of form amongst that, you know, able to play a few of those games in the seniors, will be really good. But yeah, this year I just want to have a game every weekend. There's one on offer, so that's about it. Yeah.
Best of luck with everything this season, Luke.
Thank you.